Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our final spell tier list. I promised I would do it, so here it is. These are the Astral spells, as well as the Shadow spells. I have ideas for other tier lists in the future, because you guys really seem to like this. So yeah, perhaps I'll do those. As far as these spells go, I am again judging them by, like, when you get them. So of course, Strong down here isn't as good as Epic, but you get Strong pretty early, so the first one you get is pretty solid, you know? So comparatively, the level that you get them is where I'm going to be judging this. Also, let this be known that there are a lot of polymorphs in here, and I don't specifically know every single one of these polymorphs and what spells they give, so first of all, A, that means they're pretty bad if nobody uses them, and B, they might just, you know, I'll just make a guess based on their school or something. And besides that, you know, there are all these shift spells too. I do know a few of these shift spells, but it's hard to know exactly every spell in this. There's a lot of obscure stuff in here. Like, I don't know exactly what Locust Swarm gives. We'll see. So let me know if I mess something up in the comments, and I'll look into it. I could possibly be wrong. This is just my general opinion. Alright, let's just go for it. Last spell tier list. Let's get it done. First one, we're doing Moons first, then Shadow, then Star, then Sun. So, Moon. So this thing's a bandit. Looks like it's Storm School. I don't know. I feel like most polymorphs are going to be in, like, C tier. Just because they're pretty bad. Like, they're either going to be C or D. I'm kind of just inclined to put them all in C. I'm going to put the life one here. I'll put the life one in B, just because it might give heals to a school that doesn't have heals. Maybe ice. I mean, like, I don't know exactly. Maybe it's hard to say. Nobody really uses these. So they're very not great. I guess there are certain times when they might be good. Maybe this one gives a crap ton of weaknesses. I wouldn't know. So let me know. And I'm just making a stupid guess saying that this one's in B tier. Whatever. Let's move on to more of the interesting things, though. And this is Shift Dread Paladin. So this does 360 ice damage, and then 15, 30, or 45 damage to next spell. That's not bad for 3 pips. I mean, it is 3 pips, which means it could be 6 power pips, which is kind of the only bummer about these spells. But that's not awful. It is a little bit unlucky. I'm going to put it in B tier as situational. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not great, you know. That's what I'm going with right now. So next we have perhaps the most famous of these spells, Shift Green Oak. It does 340 life damage, and then a weakness, and gives yourself a blade for 3 pips. A lot of people will do this in, they'll Shrike, do this, and then follow up with, like, an FFA. Maybe not, because that's fire, but they'll follow up with another hit that's, like, a big hit. Sometimes this and a Scion. So this takes off a shield, right, because it hits, gives you a blade, and gives the enemy a weakness. Super strong. I'm going to put it in A+. A lot of schools are using it. Me as a life wizard, I wouldn't really use this, because if I'm stacking a few blades on, I Shrike and then use this, this does life damage. This uses my blade. Like, anyway, that's another thought. But pretty good spell. By pretty good, I mean very good. A+, definitely where it sits. It is 3 pips, though. So I have to look up all of these, but we're on Shift Grendel now. So I'm reading that this one does 115 and then 360 damage over 3 rounds, and then can give a mantle from 25 to 65. It's kind of interesting how a few of these spells, it can give you anywhere from, you know, 25 to 65, or the other one depended on the blade. So I think that's interesting. I kind of wish there could be... I mean, it's a little frustrating of a mechanic if you get the 65 every time, but I think it's a cool way to mix up the game a little bit. I'm going to say this one is actually not too bad. I'm going to put it... I'm tempted to put it in B, just because there's a dot, so it takes off damage. Like, I could use this as a life. This isn't a bad spell for me. Life doesn't get any dot spells. So this isn't bad, but I want to put it in here as not... Okay, I don't know. I don't want to say it's bad, but it's definitely not great. Putting these shift spells is definitely the longest part of this video. But then we'll get all of these and they'll be way faster. So this next one is Shift Ogre. 340 myth damage. Removes a charm and a ward. Damn. So you could almost double remove. Huh. So I could hit you with this. The hit takes off a shield, takes off another shield, and takes off a blade. I think it's better than these two. That's not bad, in PvP especially. These are all kind of PvP spells. Alright, so next one is Shift Hycean, is that how you say that? So this one deals 460 storm damage and steals a pip. I don't think that's as good. I'm going to put down here is probably won't use it too much. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Sugar Glider is next. Let's look at Sugar Glider. 380 death damage. A weakness and an infection? Bro, that's all of a sudden going up there. That's not bad. Especially against a certain life hitter. Life Wizard, that's pretty good. It's a little bit of a set, but whatever. And then Thornpaw, the last one. Sorry, I can't fucking read these. Look at the small there. Thornpaw. Looks like it gives damage and then a Pierce Blade and accuracy. I'd almost say that this is just the worst. Like, I'd rather roll the dice. I'd rather steal a pip or roll the dice on one of these than just use that. Like a Pierce Blade. And when you get these spells too, 98, right? Yeah, that's not worth it. That's not worth it at all. Alright, anyway. Now we are into these shadow spells. And a lot of these aren't used a ton. Yeah, so this one, I don't even know what the heck this one's called. I'm going to put it... I think it's almost never used. I'm going to put that one D. I think it's even... Is it more useless than the polymorph? C and D are both bad. Alright, they're both bad. Nova's a good strat. I'm going to put it in A. As annoying as the Nova strat is, it's pretty good. What am I supposed to say about it? Again, whatever. Again, C and D is just the big mess of the bad. These could be switched. Donate Shadow Pip, very situational. I think in PvE terms, it's pretty strong. Like if you have, my team runs 3 Jades in a hitter. Maybe our hitter's struggling to get a Shadow. At this some point, or maybe our hitter hits, uses a Shrike and then a Shadow Pip, and then like you have 3 Jades who just sit there with blades. All of us have Shadow Pips. We'll just donate them to our hitter. So that's pretty good. Sentinel is the most underrated spell on this list. Don't at me. Sentinel is so good, and I never see it used. You have a Jade, and you have Sentinel. You have a Jade, 2 Sentinels. Literally, it's so good. It cuts so much damage, gives you block, which is already broken, right? Block is such a bad... Nobody has block anymore. So this spell giving you a crap ton of block, it's so good. And I just never see it used. Shadow Seraph sucks. The heal is good. The shield... I'm not going to say it sucks, but it's not good. The heal's good. The shield's good. Yeah. But the fact that you take in 25% extra damage is just stupid. I don't like it. It could be better. Imagine... Poor Life Wizards, man. We get boned. Alright, Shrike. I am really tempted to put it in S+. Darn, I should have thought about this. It's either S or S+. Shrike is very good. I'm going to put it in S. And let me explain myself, because I know the comments are going to throw a lot of hate at this. Oh my god, Ifrit's S+, Eric. Ooh, Abominable Weaver's S+. No! This is my list. 80+% of the community. PvE. PvP is such a small part of the community, alright? I get it's very competitive, it's very broken, I know that. If you've watched my streams, you understand. But most of the people in this community quest and farm. And Shrike is very good, even in questing and farming. It's amazing, it's necessary in PvP, especially high-level PvP. If you look at other S+ spells, I think you're looking at, what have I put? Tower Shield? That's good in PvP and PvE. Feints? I mean, Feints is not as good in PvP. It's good, but like, you need it in PvE and farming and stuff. What do I have? Glowbug, Squall, and Tempest. Those are the best 2 AoE hits. You see those every fight, especially if you have a Storm, which is the best PvE school. Pigsy is broken. Everybody knows that. And I had old Lore Master, which again, that was the one that was just like, that is the pinnacle of PvP. This is just such a stupid spell you can spam. Shrike, you have to wait for the Shad. Shrike, you then can't use, you know, FFA or an Abominable Weaver if you don't have another Shadow Pip. It's very good, okay? I'm just saying that. I know it's very good. I'm debating putting it in S+, but I don't think it's as good as, like, Tower Shield or Pigsy. That's all I'm saying. Trickster sucks. It's funny that it gives you crit and takes away block. Like, who cares about block? I have 1% block or whatever. I will say, it's situational. I will say, I use Trickster more than Seraph and crit my heals because I think this is a better healing spell than Seraph is. I don't have any block anyway, so it doesn't matter if I lose block. I would like to not take as much damage. 25 outgoing or like 60 crit. Like, I can crit some heals, that's double. That's the equivalent of having 100 outgoing. Just saying. Pretty good. Trickster's pretty good. Alright, this is called like empowerment, right? You get a pip if you get hit. Maybe at low level PvP. I don't low level PvP that much because it's such a gimmicky thing. Maybe this is good at low levels. At high levels, I'm just put it in situational B. You know, all this stuff is very situational, not necessarily great, but once in a while you can pull it out and it'll be good. I don't know. Is this Amplify? Let me lean in my chair, sorry. 15%, this is Amplify. Damn, off the top of my head, I don't know how early you get Amplify. I think it's pretty early comparative to... Don't you get Celestia and these are in Zafaria? Or not these. Like these ones are in Zafaria. I'm going to put it in B+, is good. 15% Aura, the first Aura you get, it's pretty good. Alright, this is Berserk. I'll put it in A. There is a negative to it. You take 30% incoming damage, but you'll see a lot of hitters in PvE. Blade, Berserk for that 40% damage hit. It's good. And a lot of... lots of enemies have like a you can't blade or you can't trap. This is just great extra damage. That's the equivalent of a blade, but it passes through a lot of cheats, which is good. Brace, I'm going to put an A+. It kind of in PvP, you see it a lot. It's very good. 20% incoming resist. What? Yeah. So these balance ones, I think... You know, this balance one, I'll put the other ones in. Whatever, they're basically the same spell. There are, you could argue, though, a little bit different because, you know, Fire and Storm's on this one and Death's on this one. A lot of enemies are dead. Whatever, doesn't matter. They're both not great, but not awful. Conviction, I want to put it in situational. I mean, Stun Block is good on it. I'll put it in B+. Stun Block's good. The block is great, I guess, too. You use it in certain fights. Sometimes you could use it in PvP. It's not as good as a stun block, like shield, but whatever. Cycle of Life. I have Makecast Cycle of Life. I love the way Cycle of Life looks in the animation. I want to put it in B+ as well. Good heal. You get it really early. I mean, obviously you're going to be like, but Eric, Renew is so much better. That's not Renew. Wherever Renew is. Renew is so much better. Blah, blah, blah. Listen here. Oh, there's Renew. Listen here. You get Renew at like 100... 110, whatever it was. You get this crap at like, you know, 60. So it's pretty good. Life's damage things. Sorry, life damage. As the sad day. Wait, what is this? Is this empowerment? I am so confused. Gain 1 power pip, and this is gain at whatever. They're both bad. Okay, Flawless. I'm going to put Flawless in B+ tier. As good, like 20% Pierce is great. Whatever. Fortify, I'm going to put as a little less than Brace. If you get the TC Fortify, it's 20. Whatever, you guys know. Fortify is good. Brace is better. And the differential is not too crazy. Oh my god, did I mix these? I'm so sorry. You guys are probably yelling at me. Alright, that's Frenzy. This is not as good. That goes all the way down. I'd almost put this down here. 30%, dude, that's like 5% more than this to get 40% incoming. I'm so sorry. If you commented, delete your comment. I'll still see it because I have notifications on for all your comments. So please leave me comments on all my videos. If you want to go back and watch old videos, leave me comments. I'll respond to them. But yeah. Alright, Fire's Aura. I think it's like A. Same with Storm. These are your hitting schools. You get this aura really early. They look cool. They're good. Whatever. This is infal. Sorry, I can't read this. It's so hard to like read, and you're gonna hear me roll in my chair. Infal, good, always good. Especially good in low level PvP. But you know, it's no Shrike, it's no Brace. That's all I'm saying. This spell kind of useless. It's kind of just not as good. It's like better Amplify, but why do I use Amplify when we have like these spells? You know. This spell's not as good either. Why would I use this when I have Cycle of Life? Myth spell. I'll put Myth with Balance. I love how I put Life Hitters down here with Balances up here. Fuck it, I'll just change it. You're welcome. Sorry, Balance Hitters. You guys suck almost as much as Life. Renew. I'll put this in A. Renew's a good spell. It's pretty viable almost all the time. Just throw that thing up if you want a little extra heal. Ice Hitters. You're in B with everybody else. I think Myth is definitely a better hitter. I think, obviously, Storm and Fire be used the most. Myth's not bad. We'll get Death, we'll put with Myth right now. Alright, Vengeance. Pretty bad. Maybe for low levels it's good. I'll put it down here for now. Accuracy. Who to fuck cares? I guess I'll put in B. Yeah, you don't really use it that much. Cloak I'll put in B too. Colossal, my boy. S fucking tier. You get Colossal at level, what? 60 something? Zafaria Drum Jungle. And you use that thing all the way until our boy Epic at 110. Epic's very good, don't get me wrong. But the amount of time you have Colossal versus Epic, I don't know. I just feel like Colossal's way better. You only get 25 plus damage for like double the level. You're like 110 here. You know, everybody who's played the game understands Colossal's great. Extraordinary. The Pierce isn't bad. I'll put it in B. This is kind of just overshadowed by Colossal. I don't think it's bad by any means. What the heck's it even called? Gargantuan? I don't know. It's kind of just... I don't know. It's kind of just overshadowed because you get this and then like 3 levels later you get this. So yeah, and then we have this other fist. I don't even know where this sits on the ladder. I think this one's actually not that bad. I wouldn't know exactly what level. Indemnity I'll put up here. It goes by Feints cheats. That's really good. We talked about how good Feints were. This video is getting too long. This spell, who cares? Monstrous I'm going to put up here is pretty good too. Whatever. Extra damage. Mutates. I feel like the mutates are pretty good. I just don't know them off the top of my head. I know Thunderbird's good. I'll put Thunderbird in B+, because I know that one hits off and then gives 3 traps. But as far as these other ones, I have no clue. I saw somebody using this Midnight Sprite one. I just don't know what they give. I'd have to look into it. Okay, well, let's just call me ignorant as I put him down here for now. It's kind of just like I don't know, but like probably not great. I don't know. I'd have to look into him. I'm sorry. Potent. I'm tempted to put Potent up here. Here. Potent's very good. Alright, A+. I'm almost tempted to put Potent up in S. A+ is where you belong. Heal Enchant, good. Heal Enchant, I am partial, please. No, it's alright. I think it really deserves to be with Potent, though. And Indemnity is great. Enchants, Sharpen, I think I'm going to have to do it. I think Sharpen's our last S+. I think along with, you know, the stuff I mentioned before, Tower Shield, Feint, stuff you use all the time, and just good no matter what. There's no reason not to sharpen a blade. Blades are better than traps. I know Feint's good, and getting to have 2 Feints with a Potent's great, but like every fight you're sharpening a blade for the most part, unless you cheat. Every fight you're sharpening a blade. That now gives you 2 blades. Let's say you have the Armament Pets. That's 3 blades. Let's say you have the new Catacomb shoes, the Dragoon shoes. That's 4 blades of the same blade. Amazing, okay? Amazing. TC version, that's 5 blades. You get what I'm saying. Sharpen, OP, opens up the world. Always using it. Use it in PvP, PvE. It's great, okay? It's great. You get it pretty early too, as Tekka, like early, you know? But yeah, not good. Pretty good. I mean, you get these like pretty close to after you get this. It's like you get this almost right away after. You get this not far after that. And then you get this one but then you get this one again, then you wait forever to get that one. So it's like, you know, the amount of time you have it and use it versus how much damage it gives. And this last one, I guess it has to join its, where's its brother? Over here. I don't even use them, but I think there's definitely a place for them. Anyway, that's the tier list. This is my last spell tier list. I have other ideas for tier lists and other videos coming soon. Check it out. Go watch some of my old videos if you haven't seen them, especially the Ragnarok and then the Darkmoor versus Catacombs videos. I get notifications for all my comments, so leave a comment. I'll respond to it, unless it's an idiotic comment, and then I'll probably see it but ignore it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Tell me if you disagree or want to move stuff around. I try to give the best input I can into this stuff. And yeah, leave a like on this video, subscribe, you know the deal. See you guys later. Have a great day.